And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
I have a red flag?
You're just forgetting. I'm going to get a fucking milkshake. It's some fat kid from upstate New York that smells like cow manure. All right, so posted on Instagram. I was going to do like a Q&A on our drive up to Dallas, so you're a little out of frame. But there's like a couple in here, I think, that have Sam included, because I had said, ask her too. But a lot of these are probably just for me. Maybe I'll have Sam just answer some that are maybe a little make sense for her, but I'll just go ahead with it. So first one's from Ricky Brotega, my buddy. What are some of your favorite peptides in prep versus off-season? Off-season wise, the only peptides I had ever tried were just BPC, TB500, kind of the main ones. I mean, in prep, like I had tried Super Shredder, which was Amino Asylum, now Soma Chems. It's called Metabolic Fire, which is like L-carnitine, ATP, albuterol, just two other ingredients that I can't think of off the top of my prep brain. But yeah, as far as off season is concerned, I had only done like the Glow, which is GHKCU, and then BPC and TB500, which that's kind of like a year-round, injury prevention. So I would say that for both prep and off season. In prep, the only ones I've tried this year, MOTS-C, SLU, and retatrutide. Reta, I started at 1 milligram. I titrated up to 2. That was a little bit too much. So then I dropped back down to 1.5. And then as prep got even deeper, I dropped to 1. And then I pulled it completely, just to kind of clear my small intestine and not have to worry about any digestive issues. Insulin sensitivity obviously is already high. It's really high, especially deep into prep. So, yes, there's still positives keeping retatrutide in. I've heard, some guys like to keep it in, some guys like to pull it out. Just with myself and where my digestion was at and whatnot, it made sense to pull it out right kind of at the last minute. I mean, it was just like literally like last week that we pulled it completely, but I was already titrating down pretty significantly. Hunger levels were going crazy, and insulin sensitivity was still super high. So this coming off season, I'm going to be running SS31, which again kind of falls in line with the mitochondria type peptides. I've heard a lot of good things about running that post show. Not only kind of actually keeping people kind of lean, but again, just increasing energy efficiency. And I'll continue with Reta and MOTS-C as well.
Take care of the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, take care of that powerhouse. So, yeah, that's that.
Probably can't hear me though, because I'm on the mic.
You gotta talk louder if you want to be heard. There's a mic, but you gotta
right
speak.
I am speaking. I'm not trying
There
to
it goes. Now it hears you. Bob the Builder. What's peak week look like for you? Diuretics, cardio, food. All right, so I will go backwards. I'll start from the end. So food-wise, we actually were able to, first of all, actually I'll go cardio first. Cardio we pulled back. So for the most part of my prep, I was doing anywhere between 30 and 50 minutes of total cardio. A lot of that was done post-training on the bike. I'm a big fan of post-training cardio. I know some people are diehard, nope, fasted cardio is where it's at. For me, fasted cardio, I am not fully awake. As much as I think people think they're pushing themselves in the morning, I don't think they are. Because if you're anything like me, where you love to train, there is that little bit of thought in the back of your head of like, I need energy for my training session. And so for me, when I go into my training session and I give it 110%, that is the most important part of prep, is maintaining your training. I don't care how much cardio you do. I don't care anybody's argument. There is no argument, I think, to be said that your cardio intensity should be at the forefront compared to your training intensity. I think training intensity is number one. So with that said, I think even fasted cardio still impacts your training intensity, especially for me. I have a day job and I train at night. So if I'm getting up an hour earlier so I can get my fasted cardio done, that's an hour of really honestly sleep lost, because
So much more exhaustion.
yeah, and I will be crashing hard at the end of the day, versus if I go into my training session and absolutely destroy it, even if I'm half dead, there's still that, okay, and now it's time for cardio. And cardio's not like, there's no thought into it. It is literally just push your body until it can't. And so that's, why not, right? So, long-winded way to say, cardio never got over 50 minutes this year. Steps never got over 12,000. On average, it was like 10,000 steps and like 35 minutes of cardio. And I primarily did the seated recumbent bike. Little less taxing on the legs, especially compared to like something like stairs. I'm not a big fan of the elliptical, just personally, because like my feet fall asleep and it's annoying. Incline walk I will do later in prep. I can't do it usually at the start because I'm too fat and I get shin splints. So I just like the recumbent bike because I can kind of pull with my hamstrings and not really tax my quads too much. So so leading up to, I think it was last week, we pulled the bike, and there's been a couple days, of course, that we kind of pull cardio, but we switched to stairs, which seems counterintuitive because typically a lot of people lose their legs in stairs, and that's actually why I don't do stairs, is because my legs will disappear. But I was able to really contract my glutes really well and not basically put anything towards my quads when it came to the stairs, especially if it's under 20 minutes. And so we were just doing 15 minutes of stairs. And again, I've been honestly stage lean for
a while.
Yeah, well over a month. And so, yeah, there wasn't really much of a need to go too crazy. It's just the last little bit of body fat is like inside my ass crack. So, if I get too much of a wedgie with my trunks, you might see, it's more of like a skin fold, but I can't read that.
Package has been delivered.
Oh. So, please don't distract me. I can't. Yeah, so that's cardio. So then I had no cardio, or I just had like a very brisk walk for 15 minutes on Monday, 10 minutes yesterday. Today I have no cardio and just 6,000 steps, especially with all the packing and stuff and trying to get to Dallas. So diuretics, I've never ran a diuretic. We will probably have a diuretic on hand. Don't see the need for it. I usually wake up super dry, and then it's just, of course, just gotta kind of limit water a little bit, but then I also wake up really full, so it's like I don't really need a ton of water to fill out. At least I wake up full compared to like average. Like I'm still flat, but usually once I eat, then I can fill out. And the last couple of weeks I haven't had really much of anything for carbs because we're just trying to make this weight gap. So that is, so diuretics, I'm not sure. That'll be, if we feel like maybe, I don't know if we'll try it, maybe like Thursday, try like an 8th, and just see what I wake up like on Friday and see if we want to run another 8th Friday night or Friday afternoon. Obviously, again, I'm not exactly sure which diuretic I'd be running, but it's very likely one that needs, a little bit of time. I don't know. So anyways, that's that. Food's, a lot of carbs got pulled. I get like a muffin pre-workout right now just to try to drive some training, but that ain't doing shit. I need a lot more carbs than that to feel anything because I'm like 15 pounds under probably where my body wants to be for stage. So, thanks, Bob. That was a very long-winded response.
Good information.
Yeah. All right. How does bodybuilding reflect your relationship? I think you meant affect. So how does bodybuilding affect your relationship? It has, I think, it makes me love this girl more than words can describe. She does everything for me. She makes it to where it is, even as stressed as I can get, if I didn't have her, I don't know what I would do. So
we both have like the same passion for it too.
Yeah, she pushes me. So if anything, it makes it a stronger relationship. I know some people it's the opposite. Even her previous relationship, it was a complete opposite, to where bodybuilding tore it apart. So it's all in, I think, the person. And like for me, I know my worst days, I'm apologetic and I hate it, and I can't stand when I'm short. I can't stand when I'm like not giving full responses. When she asks the same question twice and I just look at her, I always have to apologize, but like I don't like doing that. But I'm at least conscious about it, whereas some people are not conscious about it and they just flip out. So as long as you're...
I understand the limits that it takes to get you to where you need to be. Like,
Yeah.
I believe in you, and I'm not going to hold you back. I don't think you would do the same
Yeah,
to me
exactly.
either.
So, and this year I've been lean for a very long time.
Yeah.
So my body is like,
I feel like for 5-6 months of this year.
not 5-6 months.
Well, it feels like.
Yeah, I know. It feels like it's been that long though. All right, Ian Powell. What are the 3 biggest drivers for growth in your last 3 off seasons? Sam.
Cruise it.
Yeah, cruises. Well, so I would actually say it's the last 2 off seasons that are actually the growers. The one prior, I was just all over the place. I was locked in, but like not the way that I have been the last 2 off seasons. So then 2 off seasons ago, that was after I was like 169 pounds or something. The first time I ever got really, really peeled, but I was also way too flat. After that off season, or after that prep, that was also the first off season while dating Sam. And I think that was just a big piece of it. There was a lot less stress. The relationship was solid. I was able to focus and drive, and like I really wanted to. I hated how small I felt, so that was that too. And I just love to train. So I would say there's 2. So 2 right there. I love to train. That's why I bodybuild. I don't bodybuild to prep. I don't bodybuild to step on stage. Honestly, I step on stage so that I can get feedback to then go train and build on the feedback. So it's like, I don't know, I'll get to, I guess I was going to tie into another question, but I'll just get to that question when I get there. So yeah, training intensity, loving to train, and then having a less stressful life would be the 3 biggest drivers for growth. Training intensity is just, obviously that's just huge. Like, people think that they train intensely, and yeah, your sets, you might be screaming in your sets, but like, I'm not talking exhausting yourself. I'm talking like truly connecting with the muscle that you want to fire, going slow, going fast, whatever it is that your intense is, and finding that and then pushing beyond where you think that your body can actually take it. So like most of my sets, I'm like, I think I can probably get 5. And immediately my mind goes to, I'm going to get 7. And I think, as long as you do, and then you get 6, right? But all right, now you just pushed your body 1 more rep. Then you do the same thing next week. It's literally just be so delusional that like you're telling yourself that you can do more than you know you can do, and then you'll do it.
Just don't hurt yourself.
Yeah. Gabe, how much do you miss Jersey Mike's? Bro, I miss Jersey Mike's. I was actually thinking, so we're going to a burger place Saturday night, same burger place I went to last year, and I was like, man, I almost just want to get Jersey Mike's. Then I was like, I don't know, maybe Sunday, like we're just doing breakfast and then I'll be on plan. I'm like, you know what, if things aren't too crazy, maybe on our way back, like that's Sam and I's thing is Jersey Mike's. I'm like, maybe Sunday on the way back home, like we'll be busy anyways and it'll be a long ass day. We might have to stop at some Jersey Mike's and grab a sub.
I think we were even talking about that for Christmas.
Yeah, we even talked about Christmas Eve. We might go have a date night at Jersey Mike's. So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't even know, it's just, it's easy to digest. Like, that's the thing. People were giving me shit for having that as my cheat meal, or, free meal. Because, like, most people go get sushi or burgers or whatever. I'm like, bro, Jersey Mike's sits well in your stomach. It's easy to digest. I know what it feels like every single time I eat it. I maintain my fullness from that meal until Monday. And then Monday is usually it's my hardest lift. It's back and hamstrings. And I absolutely destroy that. And then if you look at any of my posterior shots, you can see that my posterior blew up this year.
It's all thanks
fucking
to
Jersey Mike's, bro. So if you're wondering how to get damn big, Jersey Mike's Saturday night, back and hams on Monday. Also, Gabe, what has been the most difficult hurdle of this prep? Work, life, stress, or injuries? Stress has been ridiculously high. And it's not even like a lot of life stress. It's more just like the freaking body stress.
Yeah.
I will say that I love to train, kind of touched on that. A big stressor for me is when training performance just drops. Because like I have always been that type where like in prep, I'm like, you shouldn't get weak. And I truly try not to. This prep has been brutal to that point to where like I also partially tore my pec, so I can't bench. And if anybody knows me, they know I love to bench. And I didn't even tear my pec doing that. I was doing freaking rows. So that is irritating because then it's like my chest training is something that I haven't really ever had to push too hard just because my chest is, well developed. But it's fun, and I like to have fun. Like, training is just fun for me. So when I get weak and just I have no pump, I have no energy, that is extremely stressful for me because I'm not having fun. And I like to push myself, and I think pushing myself is fun, but I really like to train. So that has been difficult. Work-wise, I wouldn't say that's been too crazy. I did switch jobs
You've been able
right
to balance
before that
it,
prep.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, the work-life balance there is pretty good. So nobody gives me, shit for eating my meals and whatnot, which is good. So yeah, and then Sam takes away all life stress, honestly. So yeah, and then I touched on injuries, but this is also Gabe. Thank you for all the questions, Gabe. What would make this a successful showing for you? Honestly, beating my best. I do think that we could have came in at heavies and probably been better than what I will. No, I don't even want to say that because it's really hard to say. I do think my best look probably would have been around like in the 210s. As far as just a muscularity standpoint, I do think I'll be more conditioned than if we had done heavies, because obviously it would have kind of stayed a little fuller, and again, it maybe would have looked somewhat comparable, but I've never been this lean, and I think that's going to set me up for a really good rebound or reverse, and then also really good off season. And obviously, it's a pro qualifier. Everybody in this class, there's probably gonna be 40 guys in class B, 40 guys in light heavies. Every single one of them thinks they're going pro. Do I think I'm going pro? Yeah. Is it gonna be the end of the world if I don't? No. I get to grow
And get better.
and I get to push again. So, yeah, the most successful thing will be, last year, Texas State, where I won the classic overall, and then I kind of probably should have won that open bodybuilding overall too, but what made that show, I was happy with the win, but the most exciting moment of that show was when I saw the pictures of myself, and I was like, what the actual fuck? It was not the guy I saw in the mirror. And then I was like, all right, it's just the pictures. Well, then I saw different angles of different pictures
When we saw
and videos, and then that was, you can't beat that feeling when you truly shock yourself and you're like, how the hell did I do that? That's cool. So yeah, that I want that again. I want to see pictures of me after I come off stage and just be completely shocked that it's some fat kid from upstate New York in a little small town that smells like cow manure was able to step on a national stage and absolutely just destroy any of his previous looks. And 14-year-old me would absolutely be like, dude, how did you do that? So that's successful. Hey, Hub, are you planning on completing a classic or open as a pro? So again, probably assuming I earn a pro card here, either in classic or open. The initial idea was I was going to do Detroit because they were supposed to do Detroit February 21st. I was like, 2 more months, I could push for that. And I was going to do classic. I wanted to basically do my classic debut because I know with this next off season there is no way I'm ever making a classic cap again, even with a 10-pound increase in the pro division.
Growing.
Yeah, because right now my classic cap's 194. I should have brought my inversion table to try to stretch to see if I could be 202, but I didn't really have room. Because even with the 202, then my classic cap would be 212. Realistically, this year we could have done heavyweights and been on stage almost close to 220, probably 215, honestly. And we're even thinking right now, my stage weight on Saturday, again, depending on how things stick, sometimes you burn through everything. Our idea is that I'll be between 203, 205. So right there, I mean, that would be my open classic cap to make weight for. And with 2 months after this show, there's no way I'm not growing enough to justify that. So kind of pulled that idea. Also, we get married. Also, we move. So there's just kind of a lot going on. So then again, they moved the Detroit Pro back to March. He moved it to like March 21st, and then he moved it again to like March 14th. We move March 14th, and we get married the second week of April. I need to fit into a tux somehow, or figure out what I'm wearing, and yeah, also just where my body's at. Like my body's taxed, so I do think that. Yeah. Anyways, so to answer your question, open. No matter what happens, even say I don't earn a pro card here, I'm just growing for open. Probably super heavies, honestly, at that point, and I would compete in like 2027. But yeah, if I do go pro, then also 2027 most likely for open pro show, because after we got the wedding and everything, then she may jump into a prep. I personally don't want to prep together.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she thinks that'd be a great idea. I think that'd be a lot, because I already, like, I just rely on her so much in my preps, and I don't want to do that while she's in prep too. So, which again, I think she would handle it because she's already a busybody, and I think that she would stay busy, but yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be as an open pro. All right. Oh shit, dude, Ricky asked stuff. Look at that.
Oh, fuck.
These are all Ricky. All right.
Thanks.
Do y'all plan on staying in Texas long term or go somewhere out of state? Yeah, right now we plan on staying in Texas. I think the only state that we've contemplated, like, as a joke, is Florida.
Or Nashville.
Well, yeah.
Or Tennessee, I guess.
Tennessee, yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Nashville.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee was actually my backup when I moved to Texas, because I was going to move to Florida, heard about Texas, fuck it, moved to Texas. But no, at this point, yeah, we want to stay in Texas.
I have a good amount of family
yeah,
here, too.
We've discussed moving to Dallas at some point. Not Dallas itself, because no, that's not cool. But like north of Dallas or Fort Worth, where I used to live. So that's an idea. But if in Texas, it's either going to be like the DFW area, or we'll stay north of Austin, like Georgetown, Leander. So definitely plan to stay. When you're in office or on site, how often do normie coworkers ask you about lifting and nutrition?
What, like every hour?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, that's obviously extremely frequent. Not even coworkers. It's just you walk into a gas station and then somebody's got a question for you. So that's why I like to just keep my hoodies on and keep covered up.
They still approach you though, even at HEB.
Yeah. Hey, I got you. That's how you get some clients.
Yeah.
All right, this is for both of us.
Okay.
What is your partner's biggest green and red flag? You go first.
Green flag?
Yeah. Just make sure you speak loud enough.
I mean, you're very, very supportive in every aspect of things that I'm interested in. Like, I don't know. I feel like I could go on and on, but like you support my own business that I'm running myself.
Yep.
My fitness goals, which is huge because we both understand how selfish that can be. But yeah, I guess that's a big green flag.
What's my red flag?
Red flag?
Yeah.
The tism sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because I probably have my own. Yeah, like I'm a control freak, but like when I want to help you, it's like you don't want me to, and it's like that's my role.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like even like packing. Like she wanted to help, and I'm like, I need everything to be in the perfect spot where I want it, how I'm thinking it, but I can't think it right now until I'm looking at it because I'm, again, prep brain. And
I'm the same way, but like you just, and which is fine. We both are like that, but I can't ever do anything for you, I guess.
So, and then that ties into obviously her green flag, like just, which is I guess the same, but like supportive. Yeah, we just both support each other. We want each other to be our best selves. And I think that's an important part of any relationship, is understanding that you're still individuals and you still have to be your best individual self to be able to be the best partner that you could be for each other.
I get to still be me and have my interest and dreams while being with you. It's like still together.
Yeah. So, and we're both similar to where like the being me isn't going out with our guy friends or girlfriends and going and drinking every weekend, because I don't. If we're going anywhere to have fun, we're going with each other, because that's the only way we're gonna have fun. Like, no, I'm not gonna have more fun with anybody else than I am with her. Like I love a lot of people, but there's no shot. I will be sitting there thinking, damn, I wish Sam was here. And if we do have fun outside of with each other, it's almost like, damn, well, I wish they were here to freaking enjoy this.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah. So that, and then your red flag.
red flag?
You're just forgetful.
Because I'm doing so much stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been like that my whole life. So I'm even, you know how many clients I talk to a day that are telling me their whole life story? I'm trying to listen to all of them, plus you, plus people that I'm supposed to be friends with. Like, I just, it's a lot.
All right. What are your personal coaching goals for 2026? That's actually a really good question. So yeah, I would say last year and a half, I've been coaching just a couple guys, and I was kind of unsure if I wanted to like push that harder or not. Again, I have a day job. I like working my day job. Coaching is fun, but the part that I don't like is just the people that just don't want to work. Because like the way that I am, like Brandon sends me a plan, and that is the plan. Like there is no, oh, but I had to go do this, or oh, but I was traveling. Like if I'm traveling, if I'm doing something else, the plan is the plan. So I will prep my meals. I will find an equal alternative, not like, oh, you know, I couldn't eat my chicken and rice meal, so I went and had a burger and a milkshake.
There's always time to do.
Like you can figure it out. And so that is my biggest pet peeve with coaching is just, I don't want to be a babysitter. And a lot of times it feels like being a babysitter to grown adults. And that part's just not fun. But as I've gotten more clients that are on their stuff, show the effort that like, hey, like I want to do this, aren't going out and drinking, and like, and again, people can have fun, but that's not the type of client I want. I don't want a client that is really just paying me just to pay me and not following what I'm telling them to do. To me, that's not worth the money, because it's like I'm caring more about this than you are, and at that point, it's not worth your money. Like, yeah, sure, I could just keep telling you, I'll plug away, and keep getting paid, but that's not enjoyable. So my goals for 2026, I'd like to probably get up, I don't know, maybe even close to like 20 clients. I did just get way more organized as far as like getting a website done, an app that helps keep track of everything, makes, you know, like the check-ins a lot simpler. And that was big, because before I was just kind of using WhatsApp, and that was not as simple to use. What's this camera doing?
Moving, yeah.
Crooked out.
Every time you turn.
Yeah, it's the turn, but yeah, sorry about that. But it might straighten out. So I'd like to get up, add another,
how many?
I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 clients would be probably the goal for 2026. I don't want to have too many, because again, I've got a day job and I'm not trying to have my whole weekend be spent doing check-ins. But
well, if you had 1 million, you'd be spreading yourself thin anyway.
Well, yeah, 1 million is a crazy number, but on a scale of 1 to more than life itself, how much does Sam love shaving your body hair? We literally just redid hopefully the final trim.
It's like a work of art for me.
Yeah, she gets it all.
Get all the way up in there.
Yeah. It honestly, like it's so helpful though, because she just does my whole backside, and then I just do the whole front, so we can knock it out in like 30 minutes together. But man, I hate it. Like I think I hate it more than she does, because to her it's like an art project. To me, it's just.
I was like, well, good thing you don't have to do this if I ever do a prep, you know. And then what did you say?
I was like, I just get to stare at your butt the whole time. I'll take it. How was this prep in comparison to previous preps? What changed? This prep started off, I kind of already touched on this, but I'll be more direct with this one. It started off the easiest prep I've ever had. Even when I was a contractor, that was easy, because it was like I was napping all the time, like eating whenever I wanted to, go to the gym at 2. That was great. And
that was a good time.
She's opening up that cold nectar. Got that fridge cig.
Yeah.
But don't slurp it.
So they can hear it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because my people like ASMR, fucking tappy tap. So it started off. Honestly, it was like shocking how lean I was getting, how quickly I was getting lean. And then once I got lean, it hit like a fuck ton of bricks. And then it became the hardest prep that I've had. So, which again is a good sign that I'm leaner than I've ever been. So that's good.
I was afraid sometimes you're just gonna die on me. I was kidding.
Yeah, like to the point where like at 8 o'clock I'm eating my final meal. I take the last bite of food, and then my face just starts falling towards the plate. and I'm falling asleep literally as soon as I finish the meal. Sleep has been the worst it's ever been in a prep, even with my CPAP, and with like my awesome sleep stack. So that's been pretty annoying. Yeah, hunger's been wild, even with Retta. Again, I'm not blasting Retta like crazy to try. I didn't want to lose the hunger signaling, because to me, part of prep is suffering, and I don't care what people say, like, oh, if you don't have to suffer if you don't.
But
imagine
something.
Stepping on stage, and like, there's 2 ways to do it, right? You win. I want to win and be like, yeah, I suffered my ass off for that win. And say I get second or third, I still want to think, there's no way I could have suffered more this prep, but I'm going to try to suffer more next prep and make sure that I get that win. Like, I don't want to be on stage thinking like, oh, it's because I took all that Retta that I didn't have any hunger signaling, so it was a lot easier, but my digestion, it wasn't working as well, and so I didn't have as solid of a prep. I don't want that. So that's that. What are some of your favorite peptides? Okay, I already answered that one. Okay, this is like just scrolling down. All right.
I guess we're just not going the speed limit today.
Yeah, we're all over the place. All right. I know a lot of people put pressure on you to win. How do you approach this show? Yeah, honestly, like, last year too, I had a lot of people that were like, oh, you're going pro, and I definitely thought it, but I'd never done a national show, so I guess I didn't really know what to expect. And then, of course, I won that overall, and I was like, yeah, dude, I think I can do it. This year, my confidence is way higher as far as knowing that I believe I have a pro physique. I do believe that I could right now step on a pro stage, in a lot of pro stages. In classic, I mean, not obviously open at this point, but I think I could step on a lot of classic pro stages and at minimum place top 10. Of course, there's, shows like the Arnold that I think that'd be a little bit of a stretch, or, even the New York Pro, like last year's Class B and then overall winner, Zay, he placed top 10 at the New York Pro and the Pit Pro and Texas Pro, and looked phenomenal. So, obviously it's possible, but I haven't won the show yet, so I won't even try to compare myself to him. He was first, I was 12.
You never know who's going to show up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You never know who's going to show up. So, there's a lot of pressure from a lot of people to, that have said like, oh, I'm going pro. But at the end of the day, again, my goal is bring my best physique. I think if I bring my best physique and I don't go pro, a lot of the people that think I was going to go pro will realize like, damn, Austin looked good, but holy fuck, whoever beat him looks really fucking good. And then it's,
it's just that's bodybuilding.
Yeah. The only hope is, of course, in nationals, that it's very possible for a lot of people that they get overlooked. That would be, I think, only my biggest fear of this show would be just being overlooked and like not given a chance to stand next, like in that top call out. I don't think that'll happen, because I do think that what we're bringing is going to be a guaranteed, like, yep, nope, that guy's got to be in there. But that's, again, it's there's 40 guys that think that, so could be more. Who knows? With a clear mind and go into this show without all the pressure affecting you. What? Wait. Oh, it's just the extension. So yeah, so it was, I know a lot of people put pressure on you to win, but how do you approach this show with a clear mind and go into the show without the pressure affecting you? Yeah. So again, I'm not really letting the pressure affect me, because I know we're just bringing our best. Honestly, at this point also, the pressure's on Brandon. I've done the work. I've done everything he's told me to do. I've ate every gram of rice or not gram of rice he's told me to eat. I've done all the cardio he's told me to do. I've trained my ass off. There's nothing else that I can necessarily do. Now it is Brandon tells me what to eat. Brandon tells me what to drink. Brandon tells me what to train, whatever. And I just do that. So, not to put the pressure on Brandon, but pressure's on Brandon at this point. Again, I've built the physique that I could in this off season and throughout the prep, and so now it is just following instructions. I will say that for me, it'd be trying to eliminate stress, which after we get to Dallas and unpack, I will be zenning the fuck out. Even though we have to go to the gym? That's my zen place. Okay. So. Because you were saying how you just want to sit. I'm like, we're not going to be sitting when we get there. Outside of the gym, I can't wait to just sit. Because honestly, I I've hardly sat on the couch this entire prep. We haven't. I don't think we've tried to watch a movie maybe once or twice this entire prep. I tried to play a video game that lasted 30 minutes.
Aren't you glad we didn't get the PS5?
Yeah, I was about to buy a PS5 because I was like, dude, I need to chill. Like, I need my mind to shut off. So I was like, you know what? Let me buy a video game first and just even see if I play it. No. So.
You played like 2 games.
Yeah, I just can't wait to chill out. All right. This is kind of already answered. We obviously all want to win. What in your mind is a win for you? I already touched on that. It's bringing my best look. Yeah, I'm dying for this pro card, and the only reason I want a pro card so bad is I just want to stand. I want to compete with pros. I know the level that I've treated these last couple years or few years has been at pro caliber. Like, I know pros that aren't honestly taking this as seriously as I am.
You haven't had one off plan anything.
Yeah, so like there has been nothing that hasn't been. I haven't acted like a pro. And again, that's why to me it's like guys want the pro card and they don't think about the pro physique. I want the pro physique. I think I already act like a pro, and I do think that I can stand next to pros. So that's just why. That's the only reason I want a pro card, is literally just so I can have the opportunity to actually stand next to them.
More competition.
It's not so I can post it in my Instagram bio. It's not so people think I'm cooler because I have a patch on my backpack. I think that's all lame. Like, yes, I will put a patch on my backpack. I will put it in my Instagram bio. But that's not at all like the reason. Like, it, and too many people, that's the reason. The reason is literally just, I'm successful if I have pro on my thing.
There's so many.
No, you can be a janitor and be an extremely good janitor and be proud of yourself for the job that you're doing. And that's where I'm at. I'm proud of myself for the job that I'm doing. I believe I deserve that promotion. And we'll see if the judges agree.
Good way to put it.
I'm just on it. All right, here we go. All right, Ian, what's your post-show approach? Are you going to do a reverse or a rebound?
Straight to fat.
You're going to have diet freedom the week after, etc. So last year we did a little bit of a rebound where basically we just kept test, I think around 300. And also because like I had a cruise, we went on a cruise, then we had Christmas, and we knew we were going to treat on Christmas. And then I knew that I was proposing to her and we were going to go away for that. So we had a full month where it was like, I was still on plan whenever I could, but it was planned to like actually still enjoy the time, because that was a long prep too. I did a show 5 weeks before Nationals. So I think that was like almost a 30-week prep. And so with that, we kept test in and rebounded out of that. And honestly, I mean, I put on easily 10 pounds of stage weight last off season, and that was where we ran stuff. We came off. I was in a health phase for 5 months, all the way until June. We were gonna start pushing for the off season, so we started ramping stuff back up. And then I joked with Brandon, because initially we were gonna do USAs in 2026, and I joked with Brandon like, bro, we should just do Nationals again. And then I sent that on Instagram, and then he texted me. And he's like, hey, are you serious?
And I said, yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, let me talk to Sam. And Sam was like, do it. And I didn't want to because, the fall is like a good time to like get, dates and whatnot. And,
but I'm like, we have the rest of our lives for all that too.
And, but anyways, so then Brandon sent me a message on WhatsApp, which is where we communicate all of our coach client. And he's like, yo, if you're serious. And I was like, all right, I'm serious, let's do it. So then we pulled back from pushing the off season. I think I did like 6 weeks of basically ramping up gear before we pulled back, and then decided to get ready for a prep. So to answer the question, this year we are likely going to go typical reverse, not rebound, and just get healthy. We do have. We're gonna go up to New York for Christmas. We have a couple planned meals there. But other than that, like, we're bringing all of our chicken. We already have it all cooked. All the chicken and everything's already cooked, ready to go, sitting in the freezer. And then the first week of January, the 3-year anniversary of us starting dating, 1-year anniversary of us being engaged, we're going on a 1-week cruise again. So obviously that will be the only time that I am eating, majority off plan. which I'm still intuitive about it. I'll eat protein, and then if I want cake, then I get cake. But I'll skip the potato or something. Anyways, so that's currently the plan. Again, it also depends on blood work, because I'm going to get blood work right after the show. Things come back good. I'm trying to pull an Andy P and put on like 40 pounds of lean tissue and still be peeled, or even Jordan Hutchinson, which I think Jordan Hutchinson came completely off, which is also why it's crazy. Like, he's a monster too. But those two just completed the most perfect post-show phases I think I've ever seen myself. And I would like to try to mimic that, because I look up to both of those guys. And yeah, we just like to keep lean and get friggin' huge. And I will have, like, we're going to go get a meal on Saturday night.
So excited.
Burger and a milkshake. And I know people are like, milkshake, dude, you should get I'm going to get a fucking milkshake.
It's a cool milkshake.
It's a great milkshake. It's got a freaking ice cream sandwich on it, bro.
Now, I wish we could share, because I know I'm not going to finish
but
mine.
One thing we will share, that next morning, we're going to breakfast. And this place has s'mores pancakes and cinnamon roll pancakes, and I need to try both of them. So she's gonna get the s'mores, I'm gonna get the cinnamon roll. She'll probably eat 3 bites of the s'mores, and then I will eat everything.
No, I like s'mores more than cinnamon.
Yeah, but I know I'm gonna eat it all. It's fine. But yeah, so then I'll eat breakfast, and then I'll probably protein veg the rest of the day. And then I already mentioned earlier in this that maybe we'll do Jersey Mike's, but again, that's up in the air. We might. I mean, it's very possible that we're both just gonna want chicken and rice. I love my chicken and rice. I'm also going to add steak back in and some potato. I bought 7 bags of cream of rice. I don't even have cream of rice in the plan. Maybe I'll get home.
You just kept finding good deals, though.
Maybe I'll get home and make some cream of rice. I bought a waffle maker. Maybe I'll make some cream of rice waffles. And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
God.
All right. If calories weren't an issue, what brand and type of muffin would you eat every day? Man, when I first saw this one, I was like stumped, because I don't know.
What is the question?
Like, if calories weren't an issue, what would be your favorite muffin to eat?
But you like when things digest well.
Yeah, and like that's kind of the problem, is like I am too.
I don't like feeling like crap after
too
eating something.
Stuck on like still thinking bodybuilding all the time. So like, even if I look at something, I'm like, man, that looks really good. A lot of times my first thing I'm thinking is how am I gonna feel after eating that, which also is what blows my mind about like normal people that don't like eat, like track their food, but normal people that like eat Chick-fil-A, or they'll go get fast food every single day for lunch, and I'm just like, dude, you're gonna feel like garbage after that. Why would you want to do that?
Be in the bathroom all day long.
So I don't like that. I like to know exactly how I'm going to feel. I like to know how my training performance is going to be impacted. So if calories weren't an issue, I don't know, because I haven't actually had any muffins outside of Costco's or H-E-B's. And both have their positives, because both have their positives, because like Costco's digest really well, but they're a little bit smaller. H-E-B has a little bit more sugar in theirs, so like they taste good, but Costco's also taste great, especially you add honey on those. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it a thing this off-season to try some cooler muffins. I do know Cranky Grannies make some crazy-looking cinnamon rolls that I've been dying to try. I just never go do, because I know that they're like probably 1,400 calories for one.
Are they in Austin or Dallas?
Pflugerville.
Oh, okay. Because
So maybe if they make muffins, maybe I'll go try one. But I don't know. That's a good question. If anybody has muffin recommendations of like the best muffins, let me know. I love muffins. And I think I've got just one more question.
The Muffin Man.
Oh, you're not. All right, favorite genre of music to relax to, and favorite when training. So this is a funny question, because
you're the opposite of me.
I'm not a big music person. Like this whole drive to Dallas, I could go musicless for 3 hours and not even realize. I have enough going on up here that sometimes music just creates clutter. So half the time when somebody sees me in the gym with the headphones on, I have nothing playing. I will be bobbing my head to make people think I'm listening to something so they don't bother me. And there is nothing going on inside there other than thoughts. So if I had to relax to some music, so like I guess like a Teddy Swims type genre,
some soul.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I started kind of liking that a little bit more.
Like, can I say, like,
yeah.
my experience with you?
Yeah.
Like, I want to listen to some pump-up music before the gym. You're, like, nothing or the most, like, solemn, sad, kind of slow stuff. And I'm like, this is going to put me to sleep. You're like, no, I'm on edge. I get anxious before the gym. And I'm like, I need to build up that, like, anxiousness for me, I think, before going to lift.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm like, I get kind of almost too excited to train. And then I get nervous because, especially in the off season when I'm like really pushing things, it's like my sets scare me. Like,
you're like, am I going to?
Like, I know I want to push myself beyond what I touched on earlier, but like, I want to push myself beyond what I think that my body can actually handle, because that's how I know I'm gonna get my body to adapt and grow. And it scares the shit out of me sometimes, like, especially on a leg day.
Because you're insane.
Thank you. But yeah, like, especially on a leg day, because I know that, like, that's where I really push things. And then, like, obviously the injury fear can creep up.
Imagine being in my perspective, though, when I have to spot him and he's like this, and I'm like, the light's going out. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then training songs, honestly, I listen. If I find a good song that I like to train to, that will be the training song for every 2-hour training session until it no longer hits. And that might be a month, it might be 6 months, it might be 3 days.
You typically, if you do have something on the radio, if I'm with you, you have like the same rap song. I know that DJ Khaled song, I forget what it is. And then I put you on that Britney Spears remix, and you were listening to that for like 3-4 months.
Yeah, there was a Britney Spears Toxic remix that was my, especially on leg days. It was like 6 months. And it just the drop would hit, and that was, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not really that crazy of a music person. When I'm at work and I've got headphones in, it's usually a podcast. I do like music. I think all the good music is done, you know? Like, back in the earlier 2000s, I think that's when music was actually good, and you could listen to you could listen to a full album and maybe 2 songs were bad. Nowadays, you got to listen to 3 albums in a row from somebody before you find one song that's like, that's all right. So I think music today just kind of sucks.
I agree.
Yeah. And I think that is all of the questions. Let me just verify. Oh, no, there is one more. Oh, Alyssa.
Did you say that like boat ride?
Yeah, there is one more. This is my wife. Nightmares. We want to hear the nightmares. All right, because in my question box, I said,
do you have nightmares?
Ask me anything. The only nightmares I have are like shit happening to you. Or like, remember the boat ones?
No, remember that he actually said that you thought you were on stage because you were watching one of the streams one time. Not this past stream of a show. But
I mean, that wasn't a nightmare. But yeah, I
kind
had, it was the Olympia, because the 212 was on so damn late. And so I had the 212 Olympia on, and I ended up falling asleep. And this isn't a nightmare, but it's just a funny story.
The fear.
And when they were calling out the winner, they called Sean, and then obviously Keon was next. But I was sleeping, and when I heard Bob say, and knew, I woke up with my heart just like through the roof, because I was dreaming that I was at Nationals and had just won my class and won my pro card.
And you weren't going up.
And I was like jazzed. Like, my heart rate was amped. I looked at Sam. I was like, yo, I just won my fucking pro card. That was so yeah, I mean, that wasn't necessarily a nightmare. But no, I guess when I do have quote unquote nightmares, I used to have, I haven't slept in like 3 months, so I don't really remember. But the nightmares that I used to have always were on boats.
Yeah,
like a pirate ship, a cruise. It always had something to do with boats, and it was always so weird. And it would have like people from like early in my life in them, and I would be tasked with something, and then something would go wrong, and like she would be lost, and I'd have to try to find her.
Or I would like be mad at you for something.
Yeah. So it was yeah. That's about it. Where are we at? We're at 50 minutes. God damn. I don't even have to edit this. I can just post this shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
People want to watch and listen. Why not?
Yeah. But yeah, so that is all the questions that I got through Instagram. I really appreciate really appreciate everybody asking questions. Yeah, there wasn't many for you, so
that's okay. No one wants to ask me things. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll make my own video with my one question.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, anyways, appreciate the questions. If anybody has any additional questions, you can just drop them in the comments here, and I guess we can get to those. We have a drive back from Dallas to do, so...
Give us something to do.
Yeah, and then I didn't even touch on it at the beginning, but today is Wednesday, so show day is Saturday. Tomorrow is weigh-ins. This morning I weighed in at 197.6, which is 3.6 pounds over my weight cap. Yesterday I was 196.8. So we ended up just eating a little bit of food yesterday. Actually, I just had 2 muffins, so it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, so weight came up just a little bit. We pushed water pretty hard yesterday. Today I have about a half gallon left of water to finish out the day. Plus training, I'll hit the sauna. Fully expecting tomorrow, probably wake up around 196, 197. And then really just kind of chill the rest of the day and get off that final 2 pounds. Weigh in at 194 for classic, and I'll obviously make 198 for open light heavyweights, and then eat. And because right now my body is insanely flat and depleted, and burning through any food that I touch for the most part. So very excited for that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, and then Friday is just kind of a chill.
We tan you tomorrow, though, right?
Yeah, we're actually going to tan me tonight, and then I got to text Amanda. Yeah, we're going to start tanning me tonight. She'll do 2 coats on me herself, and then I've got 3 coats with Protan because I am pasty as could be. And at Nationals last year, the stage was extremely bright, and I'm expecting the same thing this year. So I want to be as dark as I possibly can for my damn near Canadian skin.
Blinding.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then just hopefully relax and get to see the fam.
Oh wait, we went there. I was like, wait.
That's where we went with my dad. So going through Waco right now, hour and 40 minutes to the Airbnb. Brandon will be up there like 8. Also, Lauren is one of my teammates, coached by Brandon, that will be staying at the Airbnb with us as well. So really excited for her. She competes on Friday. Obviously, I compete on Saturday. So hoping Brandon gets at least a couple wins this weekend. And yeah, that's it. So I'm hungry, I'm tired, but that's life. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for all the questions.
Peace. Hit the button for me.
There you go.
Okay, no, hit it.